This video is sponsored by the following people. Please click the links in the description below.
My name is Paul Stoddart and I run Kingdom Forge. We are based in the middle of Suffolk, right in the east of England, and we run axe making classes, blacksmithing classes, and we also operate as commercial blacksmiths and engineers. First thing we're going to do is cut the steel to length. So we've got our EN45 loaded into the bandsaw, set to length. Let's do it. Right, so 110 millimeters of EN45. Ready to cut. Right, let's go. So we use EN45 because it is a really easy steel to forge. Forges like absolute butter under both the power hammers. It has a very simple heat treatment process as well, but it's a good, reliable steel. And so far, in nearly 10 years of doing this, I have never had an axe that's chipped out or cracked or broken, even with a very rudimentary heat treatment process. So that is exactly why I choose EN45. To make it easier to manipulate the bar in the fire and under the hammers, we'll be welding a nice little stick just to the back of our billet, which will be the pole of the axe. And again, that just means it's a lot easier than faffing around with a pair of tongs whilst we're working the steel. So that is the next part of the process. So we're going to get it in the fire, get it up to about 1,000 degrees Celsius, and then we're over to the hydraulic press to then punch the hole through the steel. Now what we've got to do is change the tooling out for the next bit. So that comes out. And then we have a side set to then isolate the blade material away from the eye. So that's going to go in and help further define the shape of the axe. Like so. We're going to undo these. It almost looks like an axe, in no way whatsoever. That'll melt in there, easy. So those run at about 2,000 Celsius. Our cold forges run at about 2,000 degrees-ish, thereabouts. Steel, of course, melts at around about 1,400, so there's a lot of room for burning and melting. So your steel can disappear pretty sharpish, as any and all of my students have found out over the years. Right, so we're going to go and yang, separate that blade material, start drawing it down, then we're going to drift the hole, the eye, and then back to the and yang to spread the cheeks of the axe. So, happy for me to fire it up? Lovely old job. Right. Let's go. I'd normally just take one heat to draw the blade out. I'm going to go back for a second just to refine that blade shape so it's a little bit closer to the end product so that we have minimal grinding to do.
Add it up.
My first recollection of of blacksmithing as a craft was I had work experience when I was 13, 14 years old at local blacksmith. It was one of the worst experiences of a forge I think I've honestly been, let's say. I'm surprised it didn't put me off completely. But I then, at school, I went to a naval school here in Suffolk and really fell in love with metalwork. And then that completely, obviously changed my mind. And then from then on, went off to Hereford and just absolutely fell in love with the craft. So I studied at Hereford from 2013 to 2015. I will go as far to say it is the best place in Europe to learn. It is one of the most fantastic colleges with some of the most amazing, experienced tutors and the best in their field. Not only has it churned out people like Lezek, who I work quite closely with, but just absolute myriad of people who work in all aspects of the craft. And so I speak very highly of it from my personal experience of being there. Blacksmithing is a fantastic craft. It kicks your ass every single day of the week. You get burns, you get blisters. It can be very, very hard sometimes, and it can certainly be very disheartening when you have spent so many hours working on a particular project and then it just all goes to pot and you have to start again. But you just got to keep going because it is such an amazing craft and it does give back to you. Because at the end of the day, you can look at things that you've made and think, I made these things. Even 10 years down the road, it makes it all worth it. But definitely the worst part is it can be a struggle and it can kick your backside pretty hard. Right, so now we are on to the swage block to then drift out the hole to size so it actually fits onto our handle. And then afterwards, we can then spread the cheeks of our axe to make it look a little bit more tidy and to give it that bigger contact surface area with the wood. Drift goes in, and we're just going to start drifting that hole out. There we go. I told you, man, it's quick. It is a quick process. Once you know what you're doing, and honestly, I'm faffing around here. It's a lot quicker than that normally. Setup and experience, because it would take, if I wanted to do a wrapped axe, that would take me bloody ages. Or forging this by hand would take me ages. Whereas we have the setup, and I've done enough of these now. A good few hundred. So it is a very quick process for me. With cold forges, that's what I was trained on at Hereford College. I find it quicker to heat up. I find them a lot more pleasant to use. Again, a lot more traditional, but certainly have their drawbacks compared to a gas forge. Traditionally, if you're doing big scale wrought ironwork, you have all of the space that you can utilize to get, huge pieces of ironwork in there. Whereas a gas forge, you are limited by the size of the chamber, quite simply. I love them. I absolutely love them. It's a shame. It's such a shame about the price of fuel now. It's a huge shame. These things are lovely. These are mid-Victorian. Yeah, about 1880 thereabouts. They're quite old, and I've just bought another one, like a complete set. I've got 6 of them. The 6? We've got 5 of the buggers now. 4 more than anybody's saying needs. But then when we do teach a lot throughout the year, so. I've been doing courses here at Kingdom Forge for about 5 years. I've been running the axe making class for 3 of those years, and every year we see around about 400 to 500 students attend. So we're quite busy. So with our courses, we don't have like one particular type of person that does it. We have a range of people from sort of guys on their stag do's or lasses on their hen do. We have people that want to make a career out of it. We have people that just want to turn up for a day and just have a bit of a go at metal bashing and, you know, quite happy with their office job in London or whatever. So we get a huge variety of people. I will say most recently with the successive shows such as Forge and Fire and other YouTubers that we have had a bit more of an influx of young people, young guys and girls who want to get into the craft, which is fantastic because I am fed up with people saying that this is a dying craft. It is not. We are doing our best to keep it alive. So to book onto the course, you can use our website, kingdomforge.co.uk. Their booking is all done through the website. If you have any questions or queries, I'm always here. There's a phone number on the website. There is Instagram, of course, and Facebook.
Thanks to our sponsors, we have Multi-Tool Products Europe, who do the 84 engineering belt grinders, Clark Knives, who are a 3-generation family-run business who offer heat treating services but also sell ready-to-grind Damascus billets. And of course we have the Amazon of knife making, that is GFS Knife Supplies. Dave and his small team have a massive range of knife making consumables, super fast deliveries and ships worldwide. They have the biggest range of abrasive belts for knife making, stainless and carbon steel stock including British made steel, rock blade heat kilns which are single phase and available on finance, the quenching oils you need for heat treatment, and handle materials including pins, stabilized wood, micarta, G10 liners and many more. Check out the links in the description. Massive thank you to all our sponsors.
Let's go.
Part 2 will be on this place over here when it's ready, or binge another similar video while you wait for the next episode. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you again on the next one. Thanks for watching.